Well, we're going to link now to Criselda Lewis, who's standing by for us.
I went loggerheads with SASSA, and hopefully that we will find each other, because the outcome of this meeting will determine whether we continue with the strike or not. But I want to assure you that anything less than the amicable solution favorable to us will not suggest that we must call off the strike. And hopefully we'll find each other. And we're quite happy that the response of the strike is quite pleasing. And we want to applaud our members for having heeded the call, because almost 85% of the workplaces across the country of SASSA are on shutdown, which is something that we were looking for. And we are certain that if we're not finding each other, 100% is going to be shut down tomorrow.
In terms of the grievances that you have, one of the key issues is relating to the biometric system. Could you just allude to us exactly what the issues are? Because there are also allegations on your part that there are some procedures that are being flouted or some illegal activity that is being conducted as a result of this biometric system.
Two issues really. Firstly are the technical errors arising from the system, which subject our members to processes of dismissals, but at the same time frustrate beneficiaries in such a way that their payment is not done on the early and is not done fully. But also it frustrates them in such a way that they have to go back to Home Affairs to re-register and so forth. So those are the two issues that really are rising out of that. But also the second aspect, it relates to the issue of rules, because there are rules for each and every game. In this kind of a system, there are rules that must be complied with, failing which you have to be subjected to processes. On the other hand, we have a schedule assigned by the acting CEO, which contravenes the rules, and it also indicates that failure to comply with the schedule, you have to be subjected to disciplinary processes. So it's a systematic problem, but the actual conduct that must guide, the code that must guide activities and the conduct of our members. So those are the real issues. And as a result of the issues, there are many issues that we need to attend to.
Is this a protected strike? You know, the latest statement that we're getting from SASSA is that this strike is not protected, and subsequently they say the principle of no work, no pay will apply in this instance.
It's true that the principle of no work, no pay will be applicable whether it's protected or not. But it's a fallacy and it's a lie. Those are lies. We have a certificate, and we have served the notice as early as August, and we just communicated in the letter that as a follow-up to the notice that we sent to them, we are going out on the 10th. So there's nothing. In fact, we have replied to them about their limitation in terms of understanding the law. But also we refer them to the case law, the NOMSA case law, which clarifies how the notice must be understood and the period within which must be undertaken.
Their argument also is that in August, indeed, as you do point out, they were served with that notice, and they say that was for that period in which you had planned to go on this similar action, but that did not happen. So they're saying now, this time around, perhaps there should have been another instance where they were notified about this action.
There's no second certificate. That's why we are saying that his understanding of law is dimmed. He doesn't understand what he's talking about. We have a certificate. We have informed them in terms of the law. When you do not necessarily come out at that time, you are not required to send another notice. You can just inform them, which we did. And the point of referral is a NOMSA case, and if we did say to them in writing, they must go to NOMSA case and understand their position. Otherwise, we don't bother by that, because we don't think that they will not be saying, they would have to say something in public. We don't bother about that. If they have issues, they must go to court. We'll meet them in court.
But in addition to that, maybe it's because they are naive or they are ignorant, because we issued the notice and they requested to meet with us. So we could not apply a strike because we wanted to give space to the discussion that unfortunately to date has not yielded any positive result. That's why then we send them an indication that we issued a notice and we're following the notice.
Right.